Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mania 7 Key World Cup 2019. I'm gonna be casting today. I'm Juan Crystal after a long time without seeing you, Chad. We're gonna be seeing Singapore versus Poland for the vlog. And I'll be casting with Nivrat00, has been around casting quite a lot in this previous weeks. How are you doing, my man?
Hello, I'm doing great. Got a good night's sleep, and it's a miserable day here in England, but it's going to be an awesome set of matches for everyone today.
Well, the thing that is not that great of a day, that doesn't sound that good. Hopefully it's just not that big of a deal.
No, it's just like normal weather in Manchester.
Okay.
You know,
it's just
overcast,
not a special day by any means. So
yeah, I
guess we have everything set up and properly ready to go. I believe both teams are ready with their wild mouse waiting for the stream, so we are gonna swap right now into them.
Oh, looks like we have a lot of support for Poland in the chat right now. Give Singapore your love as well. They're gonna need it. Singapore and Poland actually played in the group stages a very long time ago, and Singapore was only able to take 1 point off the higher ranked team. I'm gonna check what map it was, but now that the map pulls are even harder, it's gonna be even taller of a task.
Definitely, we have seen already. I believe we saw which teams we saw on the mid seed already playing. It was France. It was Chile. I believe we also saw Macau. Oh, we didn't see Macau yet. Yeah, we saw Macau already. And we have seen how this lower tier, in terms of seeding at least, teams are struggling with the map. And as much as I like Singapore, I'm afraid they might suffer the same issue here. Poland definitely looks like the favorite for the. With Hudonom and the Dark Dragon, they should be able to hunt on pretty well for this pool, or at least well enough to take down Singapore without many issues. At least that's my expectations for this match. Unfortunately, I believe the difference this time around compared to what it was in group stage is going to be way too much in favor of Poland. We might see Singapore taking some SB choices. Although Poland is known for having great SV players, Singapore best bet, I believe it's around that point. Maybe trying some long notes, although they're not the best team in long notes. They could try to capitalize out of the Polish weakness that has been long notes in general. But we have seen Dark Dragon doing pretty well on that as well. He has not played on the group stage, if I recall correctly, against Singapore, and that's one of the reasons why Singapore took that strategy last time. And we're seeing this. Oh, wow, what was that SV for this one?
I don't know, but this one-up's been throwing me curveballs left and right. I don't know what it's about, but it certainly has the energy that we want.
Oh, it's definitely your usual Polish meme. Well, a lot of weird long notes, is crazy fast patterning.
Just what we'd expect from Poland. They might be higher ranked this year, but they're still the same old Poland that we know.
Yeah, there are things in this world that just never change, and that's one of those. It's just Poland being in World Cups. We're talking about it's like even in every single mode, I believe they have been picking memes for. And they're always in Polish, of course, because I guess that's part of the joke. But
so,
we have seen it on Standard, we have seen it on Taiko and Catch. It's just a regular thing from the Polish.
While we're waiting, we can go over the lineup for today. We only have 3 matches left in the semifinals. This is the last non-contingent match, and it's a losers bracket match, so whoever loses this match will be knocked out. But right after this, we'll be seeing the 2 contingent matches. Oh, hold on. I forgot it. Like,
It would
right
be
before I was
Thailand
supposed to
versus
say it.
Indonesia. That will be the match we're gonna see right after this.
Thailand versus Indonesia. And then, I believe it's Brazil going against whoever wins this one.
That's correct. Which is either gonna be a 16 UDC if Poland is the winner, or it'll be a 1430 UDC if Singapore happens to win. I mean, jump straight into... This is gold drop, isn't it? Yeah, it is gold drop.
Great. To anyone who has a charter and watching this, please chart more slow jams. Well, you've heard it straight from Bye for now. Any charters out there, you know what?
I mean, I'm all up for slow jams. I've seen that in 7 key, it's not a usual thing to be able to read slow jam that well. At least long slow jams. I believe that eventual ones are just fine, just like any other key mode. But it feels like there are even specialized players, at least in 4 key, that are really, really good at reading really slow scroll speed. I'm not sure if that happens on 7 key all that often. I haven't seen it, at least. Having those slow gem specialists.
Well, I know Bye for now is quite good at all sorts of SVs, and I'm sure that includes slow gem.
Alright, here we go then with the gold drop. I mean, I will assume this is a long note map. I remember gold drop being quite popular on the long note scene. I've seen a couple 7 key maps and 4 key maps as well that use that style of patterning. I have not seen this version before, so we'll have to see if it keeps up with the trend for this song.
I would guess it is.
I've seen this Gems pack before, but this is not the version.
Especially looking at the OD 6.5, that's more appropriate for long notes. Oh, there we go, we got some tricky releases here. I wonder what message Singapore is sending to Poland, saying, hey, you might be able to beat us on all sorts of maps, but we're coming for you at the long notes.
Could be.
As it stands, it looks like Poland's not struggling too much on the long notes. I know it's just a warm-up, but they do have the lead over Singapore.
It is mostly due to accuracy, and I think that's something we're gonna see often during this match. Sometimes we might even see Singapore on the lead in terms of combo advantage. I can see on Rise picks Bye for now performing quite well, and Escalade supporting him should be good enough to keep good combos, but then having to fight against the accuracy from Hudonum and Dark Dragon, eventually CTEX as well if he can still keep up with the pull. And that accuracy disadvantage might be too much. Here we go, this is I believe 1/6. Not big of a deal for Escalade and the Dark Dragon. We see misses from Bye for now on Burn, so Peter.
Ooh, this is quite dense actually. Wouldn't have expected
tricky to coordinate.
Yeah, wouldn't have expected Singapore to pick something this dense, but actually this is probably a good warm-up for this level of gameplay because the long note picks in this pool are pretty intense. Taking a look at the map picks currently, we were just talking before the match about Hakaromo and whether it's going to have the 100% ban rate, which Seal has managed to do before, but it'll be repeat performance, I guess. There's only 3 matches left, and in Thailand versus Indonesia, we've already seen Indonesia ban the SP pick. And in whoever versus Brazil, Brazil has also banned it before. So this is pretty much the last chance we have of possibly seeing the memorization maps.
Yep, against Chile, Brazil decided to ban it as well. I'm imagining that Thailand will not be banning. Oh, okay, that's a disconnect. Thankfully, it happened just in the...
Benzopyrene, don't leave us like this.
And he's back now, but it's too late. Singapore takes the second warm-up due to the disconnection. Although it was fairly certain that Poland had it on the bags for this second warm-up. It's not that it matters. We're gonna go straight into the rolls, picks, and bans now.
Yeah, I don't suppose Benzopyrene will be... Well, if the other members of the Poland team are here, then I imagine they're probably going to sub Benzopyrene out before they start on the actual match. But hopefully the other players have better...
Yeah, he probably won't be on the main squad for at least the Polish picks. I imagine he might be a tech swap, maybe for long notes, maybe for SV. It depends on how they decided to split the practice. And we see the rolls already. Benzo actually losing the roll here. Bye for now. With 78 takes the first pick for Singapore. So Poland will be banning first.
Poland with the 4-point roll. That doesn't feel good, man. Not a good way to start off the match. I have my fingers crossed. Don't ban Hagoromo. Don't ban Hagoromo.
Gotta pray. They're gonna be banning Ice Angel here. Unfortunate because I really like the song.
I do like the song, but I don't know if I'd like it for 6 minutes on end.
Yeah, it is a very demanding map, to say the least.
So Poland, signaling that they're willing to play the SP map, giving the choice to Singapore whether or not they would like to play it.
We're seeing Eternal Drain as a ban here, maybe? I actually don't know. Singapore is also not that bad when it comes to Rise, so they might go for long notes anyways.
Oh, Benzo doesn't know what happened, why he lost the connection.
Oh, that's weird. Probably just got dropped out by his own connection. That's the only thing I can think. Oh, they're gonna ban the SV. No.
Oh well. Can't say that. Wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was to be expected, really. They're gonna be picking Mekarusa though, so at least we're going straight into hype. Sankasuki map.
I love this song.
Oh, it's a really cool song, yeah. Pretty fast too, I believe it's running on 300 VPN.
Oh yeah. We do have Benzopyrene swapping out for the starting lineup Dark Dragon and Hudanam, like we predicted. Singapore going straight for a mixed pick actually, and a technical pick at that, which is interesting because you wouldn't expect their... Oh well.
I mean, it's hard to judge if this is like a great pick or not. I think it's a good opening pick because you don't want to go full on long notes from the very beginning because Singapore, I believe, is aware that their long note capabilities might not be good enough to keep up with the harder long note maps in the pool, or at least the purest long note maps in the pool. So trying to go for something mixed like this gives it an edge in terms of accuracy if they can keep up with the Rise. And the long note patterning can probably throw Poland off. Those shields especially are pretty hard to combo through, so they might be just hoping for misses on that point. And at the end of the day, Poland can and will likely pick Rise after this, and that will give Singapore a pretty good idea of how they should be picked up front now. But as it stands, Poland holds the lead, and there's not many big combos at the moment.
It's closer than I expected. It is still the beginning. I think we're approaching the 1/4 mark, but oh, that's a miss from Hudanam and Escalade. Looks like no one is able to hold a combo like you said, but the accuracy isn't really pulling Poland that far ahead.
Yeah, we have a double 99 on each team, but the one on Poland, Hudanam, is holding slightly stronger, and Escalade is clearly losing the battle in terms of accuracy against the giant drop. Again, we might see combo drops, and that could edge out the difference a little bit. Right now, Poland is winning by around 20,000 points, so comfortable lead, but the map isn't all that long, so a big choke like that from Hudanam on one of the easier sections might cost Poland some lead as they trade with Escalade now.
Yeah, this map doesn't let up either. It keeps throwing technical stuff at you all the way till the end. I'm excited to see that the lead isn't going that much, which makes me think that even if Poland take this one, Singapore still has a chance of at least getting a few points.
It might be closer than we expected, but again, the shields are happening again and misses all the way by Escalade by for now, and the Dark Dragon, Hudanam's the only one capable to keep up through this patterning. And the Dark Dragon trades once more as Hudanam drops as well. This is just a big mess. Nobody's able to keep their combo. And the difference is not going to get any smaller with this. This doesn't favor Singapore at all as they are losing in accuracy and they cannot capitalize out of combo. With the map progressing and only a third remaining, Poland is looking really good right now. They will need a pretty big miss, a big chain of misses in order to lose this lead.
I did see a bit of an accuracy drop from Udom, actually falling below 99, the last person to be holding on to the 99. But apparently it was just matched note for note by the Singapore side, and that means the lead is going in Poland's favor.
Yes, Hudanam drops into the 98, so those Escalade but only 97s, and that doesn't help Singapore. And as close as it started looking at the beginning, now Poland is really pulling ahead. They are holding around 40,000 points, 45,000 points of difference, and at this point that's just too big to compensate. Poland will be taking this one unless something crazy happens here. I don't think a fail is likely considering the HB8s. We will be seeing Poland taking the first point here.
Ooh, I didn't want to say anything, but that was a very strong conviction you had there. I was wondering if it was maybe a curse-containing tactic.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's just the beginning. We can't just do that to Poland on the first pick.
Oh, of course.
We see here the difference.
Yeah, Hudanam, the MVP for this one, but followed slightly behind by the Dark Dragon, both of 930, 920k. Both of the Singapore players pretty much equal actually, but slightly behind in terms of score. That was a break point for Poland, and that was it might have been Singapore's most comfortable pick. So, well, not off.
Yeah, not a great start for Singapore at all. We see the same 200 count actually from Escalade and by for now, which I find also the same 100 count, pretty funny.
They're very in sync.
Yeah. Singaporeans. If that's the way to call it, I actually never asked someone from Singapore how is it called. Is it Singaporean?
I've always said Singaporeans, but now I'm not sure because you questioned it.
I'll assume so. But not a great start, as you say, not starting with the right foot. In general, your first picks are meant to be your strongest. But I can see Singapore maybe doing some adjustments to their picks instead of going for those where they score better, maybe aiming to something that Poland might not do as good. And I think they got it pretty right. It's just that, again, even if you pick correctly, sometimes the other team edges out due to just pure skill. And we had anticipated this, that Poland was looking like in paper, the more skilled team at this level of difficulty. Singapore had their chances on accuracy before on the group stage, but this time when accuracy it is as important as group stage, don't get me wrong. It's just that the patterns get so much harder than sometimes just comboing and trying to hit less 200s. It's ideal rather than going for ratio. And Poland seems to be better at that.
I'm interested by Poland's first pick, Megalara Garuda, because it's actually not a very popular pick. It was ignored 3 matches in a row, and then in Philippines versus United States, it was the 7th pick. No one really wants to play this map. Not sure why actually, it's a little bit on the easier side, but I guess it's not very comfortable for a lot of people, except for Poland, their first pick.
Well, the intro is kind of harsh, those anchor can really be mind blocked quite easily, and although the patterns might not look as Singapore seems to not be having that great of a time here, so Poland probably making a good call here, as they are leading by around 40,000 points already, just halfway into the map.
And to be fair, it is also quite a fast map with a lot of stairs. Not very good for getting accuracy on.
Really good score here by Hoodenam, the only one holding the full combo still with a 98.85. This is a pretty insane accuracy for this stage already. And although Vi4Now is, at the moment, actually yeah, he's not even outplaying Dark Dragon here. Poland definitely pulling a great lead here, and the map is about to conclude. Really notable score here by Hoodenam. That might be the reason. Oh, he missed it. But that might be the reason why Poland was so confident on picking this early, as Hoodenam probably has a couple full combos already scored or very high combo play.
Oh yeah, look at that 30,000 or 40,000 lead of Hoodenam over everyone else in the match. That miss near the end, those misses near the end were unfortunate, but that Jackie long note pattern is very difficult. So that was very impressive overall.
Yeah, and we actually note here the Dark Dragon having a better 200 count than even Hoodenam, which is pretty good for Poland, I'll argue, having this new fresh blood debuting on this World Cup. And showing off already really strong. That's a really good thing for them.
Absolutely. Vi4Now now picking the second Singaporean pick, which is Time to Love. Now they're going straight to the LNs. I guess that is their strategy after all.
Yeah, they went for the confident, technical, more rise-oriented pick where they could capitalize out of their act. Didn't work out, so we go straight into pure long note now. Time to Love. They're still avoiding Rock Hill, which is the release bit. So they still don't want to touch the more technical but long note oriented. I believe that Makerusa, although technical, was mostly technical due to the rise in the middle and the mix between the two styles, while Rock Hill is more technical in terms of having that finger independency to release and the coordination, which is something that it's of course really hard if you're not specialist or a long note player who's used to that kind of stuff and can just play it natural. So going now for Time to Love, they're gonna go for a more vanilla-ish long note pick. Something that doesn't hurt you as much as you're not like a pure long note player. But again, that doesn't mean we won't see any struggles for these two teams. I expect them to have a bit of a difficulty here. We see Benzo actually joining here instead of the Dark Dragon. So forcing that swap already seems to be a good thing for Singapore.
I would definitely agree that this is less intensive long note pick of the pools. Not because it's easy. There's a lot of long notes at 1, 3, or 4 layers, so the density is the hard part. But I think it does favor the accuracy of the Singaporean team, because with the long note releases being more regular, it's easier to get 300s. Does seem like it was a good choice so far. Like you said, not only did they have to swap out one of their players for Benzopyrene, who I guess is the long note player is one of the long note players of the team, but the score was actually not so much in Poland's favor, and now it's actually switched over to Singapore after a series of misses from Benzopyrene.
He's struggling way too hard on the 6-note chords there. He found quite a lot of misses and dropped his accuracy below the 98 mark, and now he's lost the focus. He is not able to get back into this patterning, and so is Escalade actually. So both of the players are dropping quite a lot, and Poland takes the lead back due to those misses from Escalade, and Hudenom with 1,000 combo will be leading and commanding Poland now into the lead back once more, but there's still a little bit of the map remaining, and Benzo is still finding misses. Might give a chance for Singapore as they trade now by for now and Escalade. Not good for them. Hudenom as well joins the party with another miss, but now this just breaks anywhere. There's no way to get that lead back, those points back. I don't think Singapore has enough time here, and they're struggling quite a lot to keep any sort of combo and accuracy here, and it will be another point for Poland on the very last chords. That looked really good at one point for Singapore. They really had, but just the longness on the 3/4 of the map just proved to me too much for Escalade.
What an unexpected battle. It was actually the rice part of the map, the one that's actually, I guess I would say, more trivial than the long part. It's just the cores were really big. If you look at Benzopyrene's graph, you can see like a little blip in the center where all those 14 misses came from, or most of the 14 misses came from, and that was what gave Singapore the lead temporarily. But I think it was Hudenom's strength of the long notes. Hudenom, easily the best long note player on the Poland team, that I guess really solidified the lead.
Yeah, it is actually. Oh no, client, don't do this. No.
Uh-oh.
And there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it was mostly on the course, as you said. And so played pretty well the long nose sections. It's just that the cores throw him off. The cores were a bit too much for him, that he started tank. And once you start stanking on those cores, then you have to get back into the long notes. It's really hard to get back into it because you already lost like the momentum. So you need that sort of break that the map never really gives to you. And until the density got a little bit lower and the pattern got a little bit linear, Benzo was able to get back into it. And due to that, and Escalade started to struggle at the very end. And that was just enough for Poland to take it. But I believe if we had to replay that map, I wouldn't be too certain to call Poland the winner.
Poland is already coming out with the next pick, which is the other mixed pick. They went straight from Megalara to Crossing Blue, both of them testing both rice and noodly skills.
We see double cavi actually. Another pretty short map actually by Poland.
Yeah, very slow, but fast. Actually, all the maps in this pool are fast. It definitely has some unforgiving patterns right near the start, because there's no break in the beginning. We also saw that Dark Dragon come back in for Benzopyrene, as I guess we would expect. A miss from Dark Dragon. There was also a miss from Escalade earlier. But it seems like most of the players are being able to combo through this.
By for now is trying to pull some sort of metaphor here for Singapore, because the accuracy seems to be in favor of Poland due to Escalade just having a lot of issues trying to keep up with this one. He's on the 96, and both of the Polish players are holding the 98s. By for now still holding the full combo, might not be enough. Ah, there's another miss. Man, no! What is wrong with me again? I just get back and I can't get past my cursing ability.
One of those things that just doesn't change. But Bifernal was playing out of their mind and is still doing quite well keeping up with the Dark Dragon, but I guess the burst of performance at the beginning is now giving way to more consistency on the side of Hudenom, who now has the highest score. So I'm not sure who has the highest score, but overall it's definitely on Poland's side, partly to the Escalade, still struggling to keep up, like 2% behind everyone else.
that was some pretty fast stairs there. Escalade and Dragon both having difficulties, and now for now on the long nose section starting to struggle and showing him. The lead is already huge, and Poland should be taking this one without any issues. The map is about to conclude. Pretty short choice, and again Poland capitalizing out of short, taking this one by about 60,000 points. Pretty dominant lead there. Although by for now hold the greatest combo and actually the best score in the lobby. Escalade beat too heavy to carry here, unfortunately for Singapore.
I'll say it again. Bifronow was playing out of their mind. MVP on Poland's own pick is definitely something to be something to write home about. Let's say. As soon as we restart, the client will be back in the match. Poland. What pick is this? Was this the 4th or 5th pick? Either way, Singapore still hasn't found a way in yet. Hasn't found a way to put their foot in the door.
Yeah, this will be the 5th pick, I believe. Singapore is the one picking, so we probably will see another long no choice. I kind of want to see Rockhill, honestly, but that might be maybe too much. Like, as much as the strategy dictates for Singapore to go for long no to try to exploit a Polish weakness, Rockhill might just be that map that, even though it fits to that category, it might be too much for Singapore to even keep up with. So I'm not sure if that's good enough for Singapore to pick.
Yeah, I'm looking through the list, kind of see if there's anything else that might be a better pick. They've hit most of the long note maps. I guess the only long note maps, the pure long note maps that are left, are Apocalypse and Rockhill. And both of them are quite fast. I would say Apocalypse is a little easier if you're not a full long note player. Looks like the pick is Rockhill though, you totally called it.
I can dig this song.
Getting a bit of a folky tune.
Yeah, this was picked on a group stage of 4Q World Cup back in 2017, I believe. The first time I map selected for the Mania World Cup, actually. And this was by far my favorite pick. And I find pretty hilarious, although I guess fitting, that the category for this map on 4 key is the same one as the one on 7 key, although the difference from groups to semis, it's a pretty big gap, I'll say.
There's a lot more long notes in this one.
Yeah, definitely. You can do so much more stuff when it comes to releases and just density in general for long notes. That you can make a song like this, which is arguably calm enough, difficult to fit the semifinals pool. And we don't see Hudanov for this map, which I find pretty surprising.
That's interesting. You would think that Hudanov has the best score on the Polish team. Maybe they're just trying to give Singapore a chance. Either way, that means that they're not immediately pulling ahead. They do have a slight lead.
Yeah, again, Benzo is doing his best here, taking the #1 spot at the moment for in terms of long no capability. Due to that and his combo now, they are pulling ahead as Singapore struggles to keep the composure here. They are finding misses and misses. Each time at 100 combo, they're not able to maintain that at any point. And the Dragon and Benzo on the other side though, maybe not holding the greatest accuracies, and I don't blame them honestly on this kind of maps, just holding accuracy. Unless your name is like Law School or something, it's something really hard to achieve. And as we saw on that really tricky release section, there were many accuracy drops from both of the teams here. And although Poland might not have the combo lead now by that much, as Spy for now is holding a pretty insane amount of, the accuracy just is too much at the moment. I don't think Poland can lose this. And
I must have underestimated Benzo because he's performing insanely well right now, actually above 98% once again.
No, the slow jam. Benzo.
The slow jam. causing them to drop a little bit of accuracy. Still a very good score, though. Shouldn't affect it too much.
Definitely great score there by Benzo, but don't take out Bai for now as he took the highest score. Was not looking all that great on the intro, but that almost 1400 combo managed to put him on the top spot. And again, we see that Escalade struggles with the pull, especially on the long note department, which is no surprise as we expected. And it's unfortunate he's not able to keep up. This pull is really, really absurdly difficult. We have seen all the mid seeds struggle quite a lot. And here's where the seeding difference starts to show up, really.
Absolutely. We've had 3 clean sweeps this week, Juan. France versus Indonesia, Macau versus Thailand, and Chile versus Brazil. And it looks like we're having a unless a miracle happens on the match point of this match. Ooh, Poland going straight for Singapore's weakness, picking Jack Head's,
Paco, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking over on that one. Looks like we're having a couple of player swaps. Singapore also taking out Escalade. Wonder if that's just a disconnect or if it's actually a change.
It's a change. We've seen Serolite here.
Alright, getting some new names into the match. But we're now saying Serolite must play at least once. Giving everyone their time in the limelight as well. But yeah, I would suspect this is not a match where accuracy is going to be at all a consideration because it's just too fast. The stairs are too fast. There's too many bursts going on. There's too many technical patterns for the accuracy to matter over the combo and the miscount.
All right, let's see if there is still a chance for Singapore to pull the miracle, to take the point here, and perhaps start a comeback. Although it's looking, well, I mean, with this 900,000 points lead, I mean, if we see Serolite, okay, there he goes. Now we're the line. Serolite was experiencing that little bug there, holding pretty disgusting score, to say the least.
Actually quite close here at the beginning. A miss from Serolite is gonna make it a little less close, but it's still just a small lead in Poland's favor. It's interesting, I have a feeling it's just gonna keep growing because Serolite isn't able to keep up with the others' accuracy. Now Poland's below the S mark.
Yeah, really tricky patterning, and I can understand how Serolite is not having the greatest of the times here. Really, really fast and really tricky patterns to act. Although Kudunum just doesn't seem to care all that much, honestly, as he's 98.60 on this. But you can clearly see that Bipor now and Dark Dragon are both having difficulties as well holding their accuracy here, and especially on the Jack. As much as Serolite is trying his best here, not being enough, not getting through the S barrier, unfortunately.
If I had to guess, they probably just put in Serolite to just let them play on stream for once, you know, just kind of spread the love around. Too bad that it was this map that he had to play though.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the hardest.
Yeah, Dark Dragon rushing a little bit and getting a series of misses on those drill streams. Those are not easy on the fingers.
And that's gonna be it with a yo at the end. Singapore will lose this pick and the match as Poland takes the clean sweep and advances to the next round. They're gonna be facing Brazil for the last match of today at 16 UTC. So Lotus, Sillyfanger, Lazarento, and Urso Manso will be waiting for the Dark Dragon, Hudon, C-Tex, and Benzo. That's gonna be the most interesting match to watch from the two remaining. I'll think that Thailand versus Indo will be pretty cool too, but Poland Brazil, I believe, can be very, very close.
Take a moment to appreciate how far Singapore has come in the tournament. They are actually the last mid-suite to be eliminated just because their match came last in the semifinal. But they did take a point off Poland last time to get into a group stage. They did sweep Netherlands. They proved their own strength, but they just weren't strong enough to get into the finals. Alright, well, our next match should be actually in a bit. I believe we have 45 minutes to spare. Yep, that's right, and at... oh, I can get the time here. At 13 UTC, we'll be watching Thailand versus Indonesia, unless I'm wrong again, because I am wrong often. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're just going to have a bit of a break, time for you to get your food and your water, and come back refreshed for the last two matches of the semifinals.
Yep, I believe we're gonna take a break right now. So yeah, we will be seeing all of you in about 45. We might cut the stream. I'm not too sure. I guess we will decide in the next few minutes, and we'll notice you. But for now, we're definitely gonna sign off with Nibra. We will be back for Thailand and Indonesia. I believe it's both of us again. But we will notice you when the time comes. I guess you'll never know what's gonna happen. But for now, that has been it for Singapore in this tournament. Poland, we'll be seeing them again at 16 UTC, and we now have to wait for Thailand and Indonesia. 45 minutes of break. Grab some food, drink something, I don't know, enjoy yourself. Do whatever you want for the next 40 minutes and be back for Thailand versus Indonesia. Top seeded clash that you surely don't want to watch. To watch? No, to miss. Oh man, what's wrong with
you? Do want to watch it.
Yes, you do.
Be clear, you do want to watch it, you don't
want to watch it. I'm sorry. It's been a while since commentated, so mistakes can happen.
It's alright, Juan. Have to do the best of us.